Hello friends, it's Astro here and welcome back to Rimworld, where I have figured it out. I figured it out, don't worry friends, I've got it. I figured out that it was the long night that was causing us our grief, the long night that was stopping the difficulty curve from progressing. So I've gone into the save file, I've removed that effect because it was absolutely, it's meant to be that when you are in long night, you get rated very, very right, here we go. Yeah, okay. So during my playthrough, my testing, after doing the tweaks to the save file, it wasn't a black hive. It was a massive attack, but not the band. Let's see, what's this gonna... Oh, this is what we were looking for, friends. This is exactly what the doctor ordered. Look at all these lovely beasties. How many have we... 87. 87. Perfect. Well, with that in mind, I think we should equip our Rons, including the new Ron. I reckon you guys should pop up here. Maybe stand across here. You can be our final line of defense. Now, we are going to have to see how these turrets are going. There's been some interesting points raised recently about these turrets. Like at the moment, they're only facing in one direction because I've got these doors here set up so that we can like poke in and reload them and all that sort of stuff. And the other day I was chatting to Jeffer, and he said that it'd probably be a good idea to like make it so it's like this corridor, but there's embrasures going both ways so that these turrets can hit north and south, which seems like a good idea. Although, thinking about it now, if there were embrasures north and south, then the enemies could see through the embrasures and shoot people south of the embrasures? Potentially. I'm not sure. But what we can do, and I think one of the other things we should consider is doing a little bit more of this. I mean, not now, obviously. When the attack is over, that's probably going to be the best time for it. So if we do a little bit more of this either side, and then quite frankly, this should probably be doubled up as well, right? Right. That's probably a thing that we can think about doing. But for now, let's let these little buggies figure their way up here, and hopefully what's going to happen... Now, you know what? I'm going to be on the very safe side. On the extremely safe side. So I'm going to grab all of my dudes and stand them... where's going to be a good spot? I think, even if you guys just want to all hang out in the center here, and then we can deploy you as needed. We've got the Rons up here to look after the main zone. These guys are actually going to start shooting turrets, which I'm not super thrilled about. That's not great. Okay, let's crack on, shall we? Let's set a forced attack of this to this location, right? Not that dude. No, just like this zone, so that anyone who is sitting down here and shooting can then be exploded, like this. Okay, we've got a couple. That's fine. It doesn't look like we're going to get a really good shot on the rest of them, which is a bit disappointing. And we're going to lose a turret here, which is a bit disappointing. Okay, and another turret. It's fine. But it looks like the doors are staying intact, which is good. Hold the phone, hold the phone. Hang on, mate, hang on. Do you want to target, like, sort of here? That might do the trick. Let's see. So we're going to lose all of these turrets, but the good news is there's still fire coming from the other ones, so theoretically... okay, look. Stop. Okay. Where are these guys going to come from? If I do a spot right here, right now, it is going to take out a power line, but hopefully there should be enough of them in that zone. Okay, great! That worked out rather nicely. And it did destroy a wall, which I'm not thrilled about. Okay, well, look. Okay. Is there any... Oh, jeez. Oh, listen to them. Oh my god, okay. Alright, maybe, instead of letting this thing fire crazily, I should stop that. Let's let the turrets take care of the rest of these guys. Oh my gosh, there's a lot of them. Okay, let the turrets take care of the rest of these guys. Hopefully, they shouldn't make it too deep in. We've also got these 2 turrets sitting here, and then a bunch of Rons standing by. Alright, these guys are firing up now. It's on. It's on. And we've got a row of sniper turrets here that should start cracking them as well. Jolly good. It's working. It's happening. This guy is still cavorting around. These guys are still sniping their way through and hitting my... Uh-oh. Now, you guys... Alright, hang on. Here we go. Here's where this... No? Can you not fire? Oh, 0 of 2 antimatter remaining. Oh, dear. Oh, dear. Please. Okay, go north. Keep going. Okay, guys. There you go. Alright, what I'm hoping is that these guys just keep hugging the walls. We've got a couple of turrets in here that are firing at them, which is good. But, yeah, these guys are totally looking pretty happy and healthy right now. Oh, no. Bleeding out. Okay, good. There's an animus fox that has somehow gotten involved in this. It's hunting the megalouse. Really? Are you shitting me? You tore its head off, or tore its neck off, but the head is attached to the neck, so, you know, that's what's kind of happened there. So these turrets, they're all starting to run dry. Now, what about, I tell you what about if I, oh, which way are you guys going? You're going to destroy these turrets, are you? Okay, well, what about if I just go ignore, and we'll go to 2-speed, and we'll let this kind of take care of itself. There's a couple of sniper turrets that are doing some damage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Alright, what I don't want is for them to come down this corridor. That is my fear right now. What about if I grab Droid 3 here, and if you could please prioritize rearming this, that would make me a very, very happy little YouTuber. Because then, what the frack is that? A slurrypede. That sounds gross. It's fine. So, let's let these guys do their thing. Let's madly... Oh, God, do we want to... Look, you know what? I think it's probably okay if we pop a couple of these. I didn't get to see that, sadly. But there has been some damage occurring. It's fine. And they are destroying the turrets. It's fine. So now this guy, when Droid 3... Where are you, Droid 3? You coming? Oh, good. Here we go. Okay. Now we can see this thing in its full potential, because the range on these ones isn't quite up to task. Let's get the antimatter railgun refueled, and then we can hopefully get a couple of shots on these guys. Because what I'm hoping is that they'll kick down one of these walls, and then they'll all clump up, but it doesn't seem that that's the case. They just seem to be, oh, hello, they're kicking the walls in. So they're not actually clumping. This is just being carried by these sniper turrets. Wow. 16 of 80. 36 of 80. I mean, should I have built anything but sniper turrets? They seem to be, like, the perfect thing here, huh? What about if I go fast? What about if I go ignore? What about... Okay, it doesn't seem that I can accelerate the game any. Is that it? Are they all dead? Wow. Okay. Cool. Okay, so that was damaging, but not devastating. So let's let everyone go. Oh gosh, it has to lag a little bit while it does that, huh? Let's let everyone go. I think that was pretty good, all told. I think we managed to overcome that. They made it down, like, what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6? And then... Yeah, okay, so they basically made it halfway down the corridor, which is good. And they did do a lot of damage, which we now need to repair. So I feel like we've got our damage curve, our difficulty curve, back. I feel like it's back to the point where me playing this is going to... How did that get destroyed? And also, why is it blocking the corridor there? Let's build another one over here a little bit. That'll be nice. And then cancel that one. That'll be fine. Okay. So, I think that everything is going quite well. We've got 8 days and 2 hours left on this plutonium processor. That's going nicely. Melvon has an amazing baseball cap and night vision goggles, which Is it a baseball cap? No, it seems to be a toque, but it's blocked by the night vision goggles at the top there. That's why it looks a little bit funky. So he's doing quite nicely. And I feel like, so I was watching another thing as well. I feel like, I've been watching people carrying the food from here. And whilst there is an input port here, which goes into the cool digital storage unit, which is fine, is good, it doesn't quite work when a lot of people are hauling at the same time, interestingly enough. So what I think I'll do is I'll put in some tiles, right? We'll put in some lovely tiles here. The game is actually stuttering a little bit. In fact, why don't we just tile this whole area? Huh? I mean, there's not really any reason why we couldn't. It'd be nice if we could make aluminium tiles. I'm just putting that out there. I don't think that aluminium really has much of a purpose in this game, which is a bit disappointing. But it's okay. So what we can do is get this down here like this. We'll tile in and around all of these crops. Oh, I mean, this is going to be super luxurious. It's not necessary at all. Oops, cancel this one, please. There we go. Okay, and then we'll build a copy of that. The lights are off because of the fact that it is nighttime. That's fine. That's normal. That's what we want. We don't want these things to be running all day and all night. Because, well, do we? I mean, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't do anything. They used to. Once upon a time, back in the beta days, sun lamps would run 24/7 and your plants would grow 24/7, which was rad. Except for the fact that it was horribly overpowered. Can't put that there? Okay, well, we've got a couple of notches here that apparently can't have growing... Oh, shiza. Let's cancel that then. Okay, good. So, yes, once upon a time you could grow plants 24/7, but it was mildly OP. It was a little bit cheaty. The fact that you could have a hydroponics basin, which boosted your growing significantly out of the gate, and then you could have sun lamps, and you could basically have like 7 trillion pieces of rice in your stockpile in a matter of minutes. Maybe not minutes, but you know what I'm trying to say. Anyway, the other thing that I was thinking of doing is going, all right, well, if food being dropped into these things is a problem. So here's a thing that I was toying with, which is I'll just put in a whole bunch of fridge ports and set them all to input. And that's going to be off-center. That's going to trigger the ever-living bejeebers out of me. That's fine. And that way, anyone who is harvesting stuff, I'll put in some regular ones for cotton as well. Anyone who is harvesting stuff in here, instead of either A, leaving it on the ground, or B, now basically B was they try and haul here. But if this was already booked out by someone else who was hauling something there, then they would run all the way up and out and put things into the cool digital... Oh my god, look at the size of this. How many insect meats do we have now? Many insect meats. I wonder, who was it? Which machine was it who was making me chem fuel? This guy, right? Could we just... Because I'm not actually going to... Yeah, we've got 435. I'm not actually going to make anything out of this insect meat. So if I just drag that down... Oh, that's bamboo. Okay. Do until X. Make chem fuel from organics. If I put this right at the bottom, and I just set that as do forever, then theoretically, and maybe I should... Raw resources, plant matter, tobacco, no. Raw resources, raw food, meat. What's in ingredients? No. Vegetarian? No. Meat? No, except for insect meat, yes. We have 15,000. So I'm quite comfortable to just say, you know what? If you've got nothing better to do, don't make it from bamboo, you silly thing. How about if we suspend that? And then... Okay, cool. I guess it's still doing... Oh yeah, here we go. It's ticking down. Boom, done. Searching for ingredients. There it goes. It's picked up a blob of insect meat, and it will just make chem fuel until the end of time, which is good because chem fuel is something that is useful. I'm going to go ahead and assume, and we can probably double check this, right? If I look at the organics one here, it's going to use 2,500 work. Gordon Bennett, okay. So it's using spices? No. It probably uses 70. I'd have to watch as it ticks over, but I'm going to go ahead and guess that it uses 70, maybe 44. It's hard to see because this thing is like too large, but that's fine. So it's going to use a certain amount of meat, which is cool, and it's going to produce, oh look, it actually says here, from organics, 3.5 nutrition. Oh, well, who freaking knows? It's going to make a good amount of chem fuel is what I'm trying to say. And that chem fuel is then going to be quite useful to continue running, you know, for example, our missiles. They're all going to need some chem fuel. Oh, hello. How are you? What are we missing here? Needs rocket engines. 2 needed, 3 needed. Huh. Okay. Well, we can... Oh, Bethlyn, sweetheart, I really need to try and figure out what's wrong with her brain. What's going on with my rocket engines here? You require steel, but you need 25. Oh, bugger. Okay, so let's change this up. This needs to be... I think it was this... Oh, wait. Here's something else I found out. So this is where I'm storing all of my steel, right? I can actually rename this and call it steel storage. Done. Smack that in. And now we know exactly where all of our steel is. So I can now go back to, in fact, I think there was a way, I was reading this as well. I can then say, reorganize, re-register IO ports, reorganize and restack items. Okay, reorganize complete. Are you now linked to the correct guy? No. So let's go steel storage. And because we've got so much, can we turn this off? Boom. Okay, make rocket engine. Done. And this one here, you should be steel storage as well. And then the storage should be off, which it is good. Any more steel? This guy here. Lovely. Turn off. Steel storage. Done. Okay, who else needs steel? We've got a bunch of steel in here that needs to be recafubled. We've got this one here that needs to be recafubled. Lovely, lovely. And this one here, we can change this guy out to steel as well. Now, considering I have just so freaking much steel, I may as well just untoggle this and just have like limitless amounts of steel at every stage, right? It's not very difficult. We can just tap these over. Boom, boom. Shake, shake the room with steel. And with that in mind, maybe. Mining steel. Right, 30,000 of 30,000. Why don't we slide this? Why don't... All right, I mean, I'd like to slide this. That's fine, but I can't. Should I? I'll tell you what, let's cancel that. Mining steel, do forever. At the bottom of the list. So if there's anything else that we need in there, my God, we've got 4,800 copper and 14,000 aluminium that I have no idea what to do with. Mining steel, do forever. Because I know that the Rim Atomics trader is happy to trade for steel. So, oh, by the way, I did queue up a few things that I thought might be fun for us to tinker with later on. Right, so the Rim Atomics trader does trade for steel, so me having a good amount of steel available at all times seems like a jolly good idea. It seems like a jolly good idea, because when they rock up, which, that reminds me, let's see if we can give them a ring and say, nope, 6 hours. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. We can get ourselves another Rim Atomics trade ship and get ourselves some fresh goodies. And I tell you what, if we've got that extra steel, it's probably going to do as well. Hey, let's check these ones as well. Could you go to steel? Could you please do that? Great, done. And I guess that's probably all of the steel storage we need to worry about. My God, the game is a little bit chunky today, huh? A little bit. I feel like have some drones been activated? Because this is the feeling I usually get when drones are active. This level of chunkiness, that's usually what this feels like. You can go into the steel guy as well, and let's get rid of that. Done, done, done. I know these are really big stacks of steel to be having floating about, but I think it'll be okay. I think it'll be okay. Now, here's the other thing. I really desperately want to get these two bad boys fully loaded and standing by for bear. I really want to rain down havoc on all of the filthy, horrible humans and potentially the androids that are just, not quite to our liking. I want to rain down destruction on them all and wipe the face of this planet clean. I feel like that's our mission. A5, having been wronged in her former life, has decided that the destruction of these filthy people across the planet is her sole responsibility. And, her children, of course. So as a result, I feel like we should really get cracking. So what I'm thinking is, if I get Mr. Deeper here, and I say, hey bro, could you pop down here for me? I think we can have a look at all of these green bits in here. Yeah? Because there's a lot of green in there. We don't need nearly this much power. There's a green one in here as well. I figure that it's probably something we can get stuck into. Something we can enjoy. And hey, that's... No, it's fine. Okay, good. All right, so it's something we can get stuck into to figure out who's gotten food poisoning from meatballs, for crikey's sake. Good, damn it. Okay, Melvon, what are you doing in here, mate? Can you... All right, look, piss off. I'm busy. What we're going to do is close that off, and considering you keep bringing chem fuel down here, I will build a chem fuel storage port down here, just to keep that stuff ticking along. Mr. Deeper, if you would like to move about, please, that would be fine. What are you doing? Oh, you're going to build that for me? Do you have the fixins? Holy crap, he does. He's not a builder, though, but that's fine. Okay, so let's get someone. Des looks like he's at work. Okay, and Bethlin. Lima, could you do it for me? Grab this. Let's see if we can have a look at this here reactor, right? And we'll go for Omega. We'll go a big old scram. We'll wait for our temperature to drop. It's going to take a little while. So down it goes. And then what we're going to do is when that temperature is down to 0, I'm going to unload. Now, how am I going to do? Oh, yeah. How am I going to do this? What I'm going to do is I'm going to unload all of the green boys. And Mr. Deep is going to hopefully... load them straight into the plutonium processor. That's what I'm hoping he's going to do. Mr. Deeper, are you available to do some work for me? Because if you could unload this for me, that would be just dandy. It is at 0 degrees and recharging internal battery. Dude, okay, that's fine. That's fine. That's a thing that happens. I have also been... Oh, shit, Melvon, speaking of recharging. Dude, you can go off your trot, mate. I have actually been pondering. Because if I check this out, like his hunger does go up rather nicely on the recharging device. But I feel like we're kind of... By allowing them to recharge, we're kind of missing out on a little bit of a happiness bonus. Right? We're missing out because they could all be a strategic missile ready. Hello. Anyway, so they could be eating lovely... Wait. Oh, princess. What's up with you? What's wrong? Wait. Health. Food poisoning major. Oh, for Pete's sake. Red Gal, could you rescue princess? Go and give her some real food. I might have to throw away those meatballs because... Honestly, you guys shouldn't be eating that. All right, so while that's happening, this is still being built over here. That's fine. So we can let Mr. Deeper carry on, and hopefully, yes, look, he's loading them straight into one of these fellows. And with that done, it's going to mean... actually, let's double check these. Storage. Allow non-processable... No. So let's do that. Turn that off. Turn that off. There we go. And allow non-processable. Good. So theoretically, what that's going to mean is that once we've unloaded all of these green guys, if I then start unloading the ones around the edge to fill the holes in the middle, they're not going to get immediately put into here. They're going to get put into this guy as temporary storage to protect them and to protect Mr. Deeper while he's doing his thing. And that's, I think that's the logical way to do it, right? So my goal here today is whatever we've got, we'll just shove it into these and we'll see what we can come up with. I should also... Has it been 6 hours? Yes. So in 2 days, we'll get another Rim Atomics trade ship, and I feel like that'll be another way that we can try and accelerate this timeline, because it's been a while since we set this as our goal. It's been a while since we said, let's nuke everyone. And we haven't made a vast amount of progress. We have, we've done 1 or 2 little people here and there, but we haven't actually got the 11 rockets that we need. Not that we're going to be able to shoot straight there, of course. There's a lot of work that needs to go in to making a strategic nuclear weapon. All right, so that's that one completely unloaded. So let's have a look. Are you just recharging? You are. Good. Lima, are you at work? You are. Good. So could you come and manage this reactor for me? And what I'll get you to do is flip over to Omega. We're going to pull out 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 3. Okay, and then we'll load them in like this, right? Into the center here. And we can probably, I guess, do like this. We'll just key them all up where we want them to be. And as we keep an eye on my good friends, Mr. Deeper, we can... God damn, the lag is real. Okay, I'm going to have to go back and double check because this is still misbehaving. Okay, so these guys are going into there, but he's picking them up straight away. What's the storage here? That's normal. I wonder if I could just create a temporary little hole in the ground here where when he drops one down, it doesn't immediately... Is that one ready to process? Oh, okay, cool. It doesn't immediately get injected straight back into there because this does take a little bit of time to move the rods around. So, hang on, let's do that. Let's go a zone. Let's go a stockpile zone. And we'll just have like a little square, which is here, which can be for clear all... And we'll call it fuel rods manufactured. Nuclear fuel rods. And we'll go priority critical. Great. Okay, natural internal organs. Good. So that's the thing that I thought might be fun to play with. All right, we've still got some more to go. So let's pull out 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we want one in there as well. So maybe 9, 10? Okay, that should do the trick. So Mr. Deeper, could you please do this for me? That would be delightful. So I thought, we've got the ability to make, natural things. We've got the ability to make bionic things, but we haven't got the ability to make bionic lungs. So I thought maybe I'll go and make our good friend's A5 a natural lung to replace her fracked up one. In fact, I could make... Hang on. Where was that? Natural... Big naturals. Natural bones, internal organs, sensory organs, natural limbs. Can we do this? Natural sensory organs? I could remake A5. We could go more human than human. Is this going to be wow. We could make replicants. Oh, we could make spy replicants and have them then go and invade our friends and then turn up in the middle of nowhere and, drop a nuke on them. That could be fun. Anyway, cannot load. We'll see about that. So let's do... Please load. Please make this happen. I'm sick of this being here. Could you please? Okay, there we go. We're back to this whole situation again. And one more. Come on, there's only a couple more, mate. You just need to like fill in this one here and that one there. So one more, and then I'll let you go. Great. Thank you kindly. Please go about your business. And Des, you seem to be at work at the moment. Could you please turn on that reactor just to bring that back online, and we can crack on. And then I'll flip over to this one momentarily, and you've missed one. Or we didn't eject enough. You know what? It's fine. That's plenty enough. There's a couple of rods here. Like this one's at 56, 59. So there's a couple dotted in here that are starting to get like depleted the way we want them to be. There's one in here and a few more on the way. So I feel like we're making progress here, and I feel good about that. So let's keep an eye on that. We'll get these guys loaded up. So this one's fully loaded. This one's fully loaded, but that was the one with the cracked rods in it. So that will take a little while. We've got the plutonium processor here, which is, it has a couple in it. And then there's, I think, one in there. Yeah, 1 of 12, 7 of 12, 12 of 12, 12 of 12. So 14 days is about what we're looking at for all of these to get taken care of. And then from there, hopefully, we're going to get a good amount of plutonium that we can then turn into warheads and carry on with our evil plans. They're not really evil. I mean, the humans are jerks, so I think we're just doing what we should do. But anyway, friends, thank you very much for joining me today. I do hope that you are enjoying this series. And I do hope that you stick around to see what happens next. If you're not already subscribed, please click on my face in the center above. And I'll see you next time.